everybody. Yes, I'm doing a gear showing. This is the first time I've actually done this, so of course I'm going to be a little bit shabby, and yes, my gear is also shabby. But as I said, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm going to get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start showing off the clothing. Okay, so part of the clothing that I wear is a gaiter. Not due to COVID or anything, cough cough, but so it protects my neck, and when you get shot directly in the face mask, the shell fragments that fly through get caught up in it pretty nice. So yeah, I usually wear one of these while playing. Also, what I always wear is a hoodie. Hoodies are really nice. Wear sheddable layers when you're playing. That way, if it's hot, you can strip down, get comfortable till you're comfortable. That, and with thicker layers like hoodies and such, I would never recommend wearing a short sleeve because paintballs hurt when you get hit. Trust me. Other than that, moving on. Oh yeah, wear sheddable layers, all that. Moving on from the sweatshirt is shoes. No matter what games you're playing, like if you're playing rec ball or speedball, I'd recommend getting a pair of short cleats, not like long baseball cleats, little short stubby cleats. I myself am into woods ball scenario modes. I wear a pair of hiking shoes. They're nice, thick, so if you get shot in the foot, that doesn't hurt. Nice grip for mud and everything. Can really get going through the mud. Trust me. Been through the mud quite a few times in these. Next up in the list would be a pair of pants. For summer games, I would recommend wearing a pair of sweatpants, joggers, or stuff like that. I prefer joggers. If you have to, wear a pair of shorts or something under them, or an even thinner pair of joggers. That way, sheddable layers. If it gets too hot, you can take off one layer. But next up in my list, finally we're getting to gear. Next up will be a 20-ounce CO2 tank. I'm not one for CO2 because, well, let's put it this way. I'm playing on a really tight budget. So all my stuff here, in my opinion, and I know everybody else's opinion, is junk. But it's fun. I just do it for the love of the game. As I said here, Tippmann 20-ounce tank was the only cheap tank that I could buy. That was like $25 at Dumb's. So if that doesn't tell you anything. Not many fields fill CO2, but a field that I'm always going to, Area 51 Paintball. Shout out to you guys. I love your guys' field. Thanks for letting me play there, guys. They fill CO2. I'd recommend calling, if you're going to get a CO2 tank, call up your field and ask if they supply CO2 and how much the refills are. With Area 51, it's $20 to get in, and that it's like your paint, or shoot, I don't remember. It's like $40 to get in. That covers paintballs, air refills, rentals, all that. Make sure they refill these because it's hard to find places that refill them. So if I were you, I myself would recommend regular air, compressed air. It's worth the money. Trust me. At the time when I bought my stuff, I wish that I would have known that. But next up in the list is Pod Pack. Yes, this here I got from a resale store. I'm not gonna lie. Belt, that's my belt, my personal belt. Well, one of them at least. I switched to this belt because, well, the belt that it came with was this thing, obviously, clip. These things are very uncomfortable while trying to play. These, you can adjust them however you want and all that. But as I was saying, get yourself a pod pack, couple pods. Next important thing, obviously, paintballs. You're always going to want a fresh supply of paintballs. Because, of course, you can't play paintball without paintballs. They taste really nasty. Trust me, I know this. If you guys want, I could do a video of me just eating paintballs. You guys give me a number of paintballs to eat, and I'll eat them. I got 100, close to 300 here in these two. But yeah, as I was saying, I'll do that video. Just leave a comment, I guess. If you guys are new here, I want to say this one thing. I hardly ever say it. Like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot. Lately, I know my channel has been dead, but that's because I myself have had COVID for the past few weeks. It's been kind of rough, and I've been back in school and all that, and that's kind of been dragging me down with my posting schedule, my stream time, all that. So I'm back, though. This Saturday, there's going to be some paintball videos. And next up, I can really feel the dogging already, will be the Griffin Fx Tipman, of course. Gravity-fed hopper, not the greatest. 16-inch barrel, still not the greatest. I just pulled a paintball shard out of my barrel. I need to squeeze this. That reminds me, I got my squeegee around here somewhere. I should have done that already. Well, squeegee is simple. You shove it down the barrel, pull it out of the barrel, there you go. Your barrel's clean. Well, if you really want to get it clean, you unscrew this, but for some reason, this thing is always like, it's locked down tight when I only have it hand tight. There we go. As I said, you would just run it straight down the barrel, pull it through. If that's a pull-through squeege. If you have the other squeege, you just run it down the barrel. Well, you could do it with either. I believe that the fluffy squeegees, the ones with the fluff on one end, have another end with a thing on it. But yeah, this is my Griffin dual trigger, so you could walk it. Pretty simple, but I always one finger. Everything's internal. It's not a mech. I wish it was. I really need a mech. But it's obviously auto cocker, all that good stuff. I really do need to get me a Lux or something, hopper, get something that can feed my paintballs through faster, because I'm a little bit too fast for this hopper. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty damn fast. But yeah, that was my gear. Well, at least my paintball bit. This is my GoPro. Obviously, I'm still playing on a budget, so this was $40, eBay. It served pretty good. It's just like regular old GoPro. Turn it on, film, take pictures, waterproof case. Mounts to either my barrel or my mask, which here on my mask, if you guys did not notice, the visor is cut off and there's a couple holes here for my mounts to go into. That way when I'm going down through the field. Oh wait, I don't think I showed my mask yet. I feel dumb. Well, next up on the list is my mask. Of course, with the mask you got pads, chin strap, back strap to hold it on. Chin strap, obviously, I'm going to show why this is here, that way when you're playing it can't launch off. Which brings me to my second thing my second most important thing. When you're playing, never take your mask off. If you're still on the field, never take this off. Unless if you are told by ref, you leave this mask on inside that netting at all times. As soon as you get out to staging, you can take it off. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. Just leave this mask on. Number one thing in paintball, safety, guys. Don't need anybody getting hurt. Don't need anybody leaving the game because they seen somebody get hurt. We're doing this for the love of the sport. We need to keep paintball a big thing. You notice that a lot of people are going to airsoft. Maybe they got better guns. Maybe they got better this. Well, I myself, I like paintball. And if you guys are out there getting yourselves hurt, people quitting the games because they seen it, that it kills the game. That, and if you're playing a game, don't cheat. Don't be wiping. Don't be doing stupid stuff. You don't want to ruin the game for people. If you're out there playing your first time and you shot somebody and you know you did and you felt good about yourself, then they wiped that paint and then they shot you and a ref seen the hit on you and you got called out, you would be very upset and you would not want to go back. Trust me. I've seen it happen to a kid. Luckily, we got him back playing again, but it's bad to see people cheating. It's a fun game, and not there. I don't see a reason to cheat at it. There's always more games after that. Okay, let's see. I did my GoPro, shoes, pod pack, hopper, tank. I guess that's it for the video, guys. Go easy on me in the comments. I already know this stuff is pretty bad. Sorry about that. And, well, this is actually my beginner setup. I myself do not have another setup just yet. My friend Case is offering me a pretty good gun for $600, so I might get that. Not completely sure at the moment. I'll see what comes up. But soon my girlfriend will be getting me a new mask, and I'll be buying some upgrades for my gun. Probably a peanut tank. Switch to O2 instead of CO2. Trust me, compressed air is going to be so much better than carbon monoxide. Or whatever CO2 stands for. I think that's what it is, carbon monoxide. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But as I was saying, don't cheat. And that was my gear. Do it for the love of the sport. Love you guys.